What's going on, guys? Spider here, just giving you a little update on our progress here on Town Hall 9. Going to talk about some raids and what type of raiding army I'm using, and I really haven't changed since I've gone up from Town Hall 8 to Town Hall 9. Let's check out my army configuration. I've got 158 archers, 47 barbarians. Now, just to do a little bit of an analysis, we're going to look at some replays, some epic loot grab. Let me tell you, a couple of these raids were absolutely epic on the loot grab side, the gold and the elixir, mostly on the elixir. Okay, so my army configuration right now, like I said, 158 archers, 47 barbarians. That's approximately 36,000 elixir for a full army, and it takes approximately 22 minutes to retrain an entire army. Now remember, when you go into battle and you're searching for a match, I have a shield active, but I'm not going to do it right now. When you're searching for a match, as you're searching for bases, that time is ticking down. So it's as if you've used your army and your troops are training up. So if you use your entire army and it takes you 10 minutes or 11 minutes, let's say, just for sake of argument, to find a base and attack it and complete your attack, you come back, your army is already half trained. Your new army is already half trained. And it's really one of the quickest armies. I mean, if you would have had all three barracks training barbarians, then that would be the quickest as far, you know, from a just a regular barracks perspective. But I want those archers. I've got 1 barracks training barbarians and 3 barracks training archers. Now, normally, or at least in the past in my Town Hall 8, upper levels of my Town Hall 8, I would also train some minions. The reason why I'm not training minions is because I want that dark elixir. I need that dark elixir. I don't want to be using it on troops. I need to get to 22,500 in order to upgrade my Archer Queen. I want to get her to level 2. I want to get her to level 5 as quickly as possible so that I can take benefit of, and I didn't mean to guard him, I can take benefit of her ability, right? I have the Barbarian King Iron Fist level 2 because I'm at level 10 on the Barbarian. Well, the ability for the Archer Queen doesn't unlock until level 5. Level 2 will be on level 10 of the Archer Queen. So, and it's very, very important, that ability, especially for healing, like I talked about in my previous video on how to use heroes effectively. Very, very important, and can turn the tide, you know, get additional resources, get you that, you know, 50% or get you that Town Hall without losing the ability to go into your next raid and not having to wait for your heroes basically to sleep so that they heal up and they're recharged, they're ready to go for the next battle. All right? But yeah, definitely if you had the minions in your configuration, I'm actually upgrading my Dark Barracks just so I can train witches. If you had minions in your configuration, yeah, it would cost you less on the elixir side, more on the dark elixir side, and your time would come down. I think it was probably closer to 18 minutes, if I recall, from my Town Hall level 8. I only have 1 additional army camp that's upgraded to level 7, so I'm sitting at 205 capacity for my troops. Once I have all 3, I'll be at 220. And then also you have your clan castle, which I need to upgrade, and it's 5 million gold. All right, so let's talk about, you know, these raids. And this is why I run this kind of configuration, is because I can do rapid raiding. I can generate like loads of resources. I'm talking a lot of resources per hour using this army configuration, and even better with the minions. Okay, so we're gonna look at some epic replays here. Okay, just look at these numbers. I know. I'm gonna kind of skip over the other 3. Look at that. Oh yes. What, 860,000 combined resources right here. Are you kidding me? Woo, yeah. And look at. And I'll show you why I love this Archer Queen. And I actually left some on the table. You know, I usually go in and we had a bunch of those bombs. I usually go spam because I'm sitting here, I'm doing other stuff. I mean, not everybody has the time to sit in front of their iPad or their iPod or their iPhone or their Android device and you know, hours and hours of raiding. I'm, you know, recording videos, I'm editing videos, I'm uploading, I'm doing all sorts of other stuff on my computer while I'm doing raids because, I mean, it just takes a heck of a lot of time, right? And here's where, you know, we didn't break into where the elixir storages were, right? And again, my army is not geared towards doing that kind of thing. My army is geared towards destroying the outer limits or the outer buildings of a base. So I'm using my Archer Queen, so I get her going in on those elixir storages. My archers are going to finish off that hidden Tesla, and then she's free to go on 3 out of 4 elixir storages. So she's just going to go to town. I didn't actually have my Barbarian King available for this attack. That's one of the downsides, and I don't even think I had lightning spells available on this attack. So that's one of the downsides of doing these rapid raids, and why I stress so much you know, having that ability where, you know, if I had this ability on the Archer Queen, you know, she would take out this next elixir storage, and I could have boosted her with her ability. She would have got some health back, and may have been able to take out more, like much more of that last elixir storage. So still good, but we left 100,000 elixir on the table. I mean, that would have been a 960,000 grab on resources. Unbelievable. Okay, if you thought that was pretty good, well, wait until you see this next one. Oh my goodness. Okay, this next one. Look at this, and you're talking return on your investment. Return on your investment was that 400 elixir. I used 400 elixir to create my army that I use in this attack. And check it out. I have no idea what this guy was doing or what this guy's thinking, but check out the space. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Now everything is in the storages, right? Elixir storages and gold storages. With my army configuration, there's no way I'm getting anywhere close to those gold storages, all right? I'll tell you that right now. I mean, look at the high-level cannons, high-level wizard towers, high-level archer towers. There's no way. High-level everything, right? There's no way I'm getting to those interior gold storages. So, you know what? All right. I'll take the elixir. I'll just send in a barbarian on each corner and go crazy. I don't know what this guy is thinking, but I'm not going to pass it up, right? I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it. I almost wish I had the well, I don't really care. I mean, it was only 1,468 dark elixir in the storage right in there. So, I mean, I could have dropped a few lightning strikes or lightning spells on it, but I didn't have them available, nor, you know, I usually look for 2,500 plus before I go and use my lightning spells, because they are 22,000 elixir each. That's 66,000 in order to drop all three. So I want to make sure I get a good return on my investment, good return of dark elixir for my investment of regular elixir. Okay, so that's all I did. I mean, I think I actually sent in. Did I send in even? No, I didn't send in any other troops because it was only 4 barbarians that I used in this entire raid. Considering how far down I brought them on the elixir, at least available from the attack, I mean, there was no sense bringing anything else in to try and take more from the collectors. Okay, so once these guys are done, you know, they're gonna get destroyed immediately, obviously, and that's it. So, you know, thank you, 400,000 elixir, and it didn't actually take me even that long to find the space. So it's kind of hilarious. I have no idea. Like, that's just insane. That's insane. 400,000. Like, that's what it cost us 400. So that's 1,000 times our investment, right? 1,000 times our 400 investment of elixir to get that 400,000 elixir. Insane, insane. Probably one of the biggest returns you'll ever see on investment for collecting resources. Okay, so these other two aren't that bad. So this one, you know, sometimes when I'm searching for bases, this one actually took a little bit longer. And when you find these bases and you know, I look for a couple of things. One, this guy isn't in a league, so he hasn't been attacking. But the league just started, I think, Sunday night. So it's only been a couple of days. If this was a week later, that would be more of a telltale sign to say that the base is almost abandoned. But sometimes people just don't attack. They want to farm. It's just an indicator, okay? So the guy's not in the league. His loot is almost, you know, neck and neck. He had a few 100,000 in his gold. He had a few 100,000 in his elixir. Well, that's a good sign as well. If he had 20,000 gold and 250,000 elixir, that would tell me, yeah, most of it's going to be in his storages, whether the storages indicate that it's there or not. Most of it will definitely be in there, unless the guy just, you know, when he's clicking on his gold mines and elixir collectors, that he's not purposely clicking on the, I can't even say that 10 times fast. He's not purposely clicking on the elixir collectors, which is just silly. So just another sign, okay? So I use these as signs, and it all paints a picture of what the space is going to look like. And then you go in and see how I use my hero. I, you know, enabled his ability, the Iron Fist ability on the Barb King, got him back to 100% health, and he's immediately available for the next raid. But if we play this again, right, then we start looking, okay, look at the gold mine, look at the little box beside the mine cart, and it's pretty much full, right? So everything's in his gold mine. Everything's in the gold mines. Everything's in the elixir collectors. And I'd also look for, I can't see it now, but I'd also look for, I mean, he's Town Hall level 10, or 9, sorry, but he doesn't have Dark Elixir drills, unless I destroyed it really quickly. But I'd also look there, right, and there's a little box of dark elixir that if it's full, well, that is also a good sign or indicator of the fact that a lot of his stuff is in his storages, okay? Or not in his storages, in his collectors, drills, and mines. All right, so that's not bad. I mean, that's not a bad resource gain. I wouldn't call that bad, especially since it was so easy, okay? The only thing that we're not getting here is that we're not getting a lot of dark elixir. And, you know, I think we probably have to move up a little bit higher. We're running, ever since I got about 1,600 up to where I'm at, and I'm sitting at 1,860. I was over 1,900, but I don't really care about the trophies. I mean, typically I will get a 50% depending on the town hall level. If it's 8 or 9, I'll probably likely get a 10%, or sorry, a 50% for a 1-star. If it's town hall 10, then I won't necessarily. But, you know, going up to about 2,000 is probably good. If you go up a little bit higher, up to probably about 2,200 is a good farming range as well. And I think, like, people used to complain a lot, don't go up to Town Hall 9, the loot sucks. No, it doesn't. Are you kidding me? I got 1.2 million, you know, or 800,000 elixir on 2 raids. Yeah. Okay, so here's another one, right? He's not raided, he's not in a league, he's got about equivalent gold and elixir. And, you know, looking at the gold mine, yep, the box is full. I have a bit more of a problem looking at the elixir collectors, but I think if the elixir collector, like if it's full of the pink, right? If it's not full, then you wouldn't see all that pink in it. But I don't usually look at that. I usually look at the gold mines, and that'll tell you right away. Anyway, so I just go in, I take pretty much everything here. I do leave a little bit on the table, but, you know, it's pretty much in his storages. 2,574 in his gold storage and 3,861 in his elixir storage, and that's not including the town hall, or that is including the town hall, I guess, 1,000 each, right? So there you go. I mean, that was, you know, just some raids that I was doing this afternoon. Again, I just do them randomly, usually when I'm doing other stuff, when I'm doing videos or editing and uploading, setting stuff for upload and release on YouTube. Then I'll be attacking, and I'll just, you know, search for bases. Half the time, you know, I'll click next, and I won't even be looking at the base, right? I click next, and it's like on to the next one. I mean, we can do a live one. What the hell? Let's do a live one and see if we can't find a decent base here live and just do one more attack. I don't even care about the shield, because half the time when I get attacked, like, people aren't raiding me for resources. They're raiding me for that 1-star, my town hall, right? It's a farming base. That's why I put the town hall up in the outside of my base, so that they'll just go for it, get the town hall, and then just leave me the hell alone, right? Leave me alone. Leave me alone. See, and this is, okay, so this is another one. The guy is in a league, so that's a negative tick. The elixir and the gold is approximately equal. I mean, there's a 30,000 difference, but, you know, obviously looking at the gold mine, he's got a lot of gold in there. You can look at the elixir collectors, pretty much empty. Same with the gold mine. The box is completely empty. So we know for our army type that we're not going to be able to get much out of that base, and that is typical. That's how I'll look at the bases, and that's how I evaluate them. There are also some bases that tend to have some of their gold mines and elixir collectors sort of within their walls, but usually it's within the outer wall, so it's really not too bad a deal. Like, I won't even go after these bases. I mean, I'm not interested in getting trophies. I mean, I can town hall snipe these guys, but I don't care about trophies. I don't need to go up levels. I need to find a base with lots of gold and lots of elixir. Now, you can say, yes, Spider, you're using a lot of gold to find these bases, and that is true. That is true. It does take a fair bit of gold. I mean, it was 580 at Town Hall level 8 to find the next match. It's 750 here now at Town Hall level 9. So, you know, every two clicks, I'm spending 1,500 gold, but, and we do get it back. We do get it back, but a return, you know, you got to consider, again, we're using 36,000 elixir on our entire army and X amount of gold as well. And hopefully we find these bases that are 400,000 plus for both. I mean, that would be nice. If we do that every raid, woohoo, that would be awesome. But like I said, sometimes you just got to pick the ones, like those last 2 raids, it was 200,000 each or less. Sometimes you just take them because you need to keep your gold level up there. And there's also the bonus, you know, the bonus you got to deal with or consider when you do win a raid at the 50%. Well, you get that bonus gold and bonus elixir. So I'm going to skip ahead for when we find an actual base to attack, and then we'll go from there. Okay, guys, I think this is a base I'm going to attack. I mean, some of his elixir is in his storages, but, you know what? A lot of it is going to be in the mines and collectors, so we're going to attack this base, and we can probably end up using our heroes. And you know, one thing, it is a give and take here, right? I mean, you can use this army and get lots of resources, but the thing is, you know, using an army that requires more elixir to create can give you opportunity to attack bases more frequently, right? And get at those bases that are really... I'm going to bring in my my heroes up at the top, see if we can't get to that last elixir storage and get that last 37,000 elixir going. But so you can train an army that takes more elixir, takes more time, and you do have the opportunity to attack more bases. So you're not necessarily spending as much gold to find the bases, and you can go back and look, how much gold did I actually spend in order to find this base? Well, again, with a more advanced army, then you're spending more not only on your elixir, so your elixir return is going to be less, but you're also spending more time. Okay, you're spending more time creating that army. So there is a trade-off. There is a trade-off. I'm probably spending more gold, but you'd be spending more elixir and time on another army. So what I'm going to do here, we ended up getting the town hall, so I'm going to hit the ability, and then I'm going to end the battle. Because there's no real reason. I don't really care to 3-star this base, right? I don't really care to 3-star the base. And if you check my Barbarian King, look at that. He's already ready to go. And even my Archer Queen really didn't take much damage there. She only has 2.5 minutes to go. So she's going to be ready to go by the time my army is completed retraining. And, you know, we can go after some more resources. So not too bad. 147,000 gold, 230,000 elixir. That's okay. That's okay, right? I mean, we don't have to get 400,000 every single time. All right? And we got the 95%. I'm sure if I would have let it go, I think our odds were pretty good of 100%ing that base, because our Barbarian King was still pretty much at 100%, especially with the Iron Fist activation, and our Archer Queen was still, you know, nearly 98% health. So anyways, so that's it. Yeah, I don't know. Again, before I got to Town Hall 9, people were saying, you know, stay at Town Hall 8 and Town Hall 9 loot sucks. No, it doesn't. It's fine. I'm getting lots. And I don't know, maybe they did something in the update, they tweaked something. I can't see how or what they would have done to do that. I mean, people have been commenting, even in the clan, oh, you know, loot's better since the update. What? How? Why? What did they do in the update that makes loot better all of a sudden? I don't see anything in the update that would do that, but who knows? Anyways, that's it. That's where I'm at Town Hall 9. Yeah, well, I got my crossbow, so that's cool. I don't think we looked at that. It's my first crossbow. And I got my second one cooking. Where's he cooking? Where's the crossbow cooking? Where is he? Where's my other crossbow? Hello? Oh my god, I'm blind. I'm blind as a bat right now. I don't know. I got the second one cooking somewhere. Yeah, right there. There we go. 3 days, 18 hours for my next second crossbow, level 1. So that's pretty cool. And we can get it up to level 2. I'm not sure if it goes up to level 3 on Town Hall 9. But yeah, cool stuff, man. And, you know, maybe I'll redesign my base for the next video, and we'll try and get some defense replays for you guys. All right, hope you enjoyed. We'll be back with you next time tomorrow. Spider-Bite out.